Since I played Monster Prom, I thought to myself, why don't I go out and look for more visual novel games, more games like that? And I did, and I found this very nice game called Butterfly Soup. Free game, link in description, and it's a very, very, very beautiful game. It's a short game, only about 3 to 4 hours long, but the characterization and soundtrack and design and everything is just really memorable. Released in 2017 by Brianna Lei, you can really tell that it is a 2017 game because the memes and many of the references and all are from stuff that was popular around 2017, 2016. This doesn't take away from it. It's not like one of those games with such forced references and jokes and all that really make you just think, oh god, are they really doing this? Because they're done in such a nice and fun way that they feel sort of natural. And it feels very natural because the game is made just by this ordinary person making a game for fun with no real care for copyright or, let's put this reference in because kids will like that, right? Type stuff. And you can tell that from the fact that they have the Mario theme tune play at one point. The game is very good. The story, I think, is very, very nice. It's a very low-stakes slice-of-life story about these two childhood friends admitting to each other and to themselves that they are, in fact, in love, and how they work around this and this realization that they are, in fact, in love with each other, and how they admit that. Unlike other games with similar settings, like Life is Strange, there's no huge, big stakes, a tornado is coming to destroy everything, there's no superpowers, none of that. It's just a very nice, wholesome game about two childhood friends who love baseball falling in love. And the characterization of them is really good. You can really tell who the characters are and what their personalities are just from their outfits and from their designs. The characters in question are Noelle, who is a Taiwanese girl, dresses very smart and strictly, as though she's a businesswoman or being forced into a school uniform, despite the fact that school has no uniform. And this is evident of her background. She was raised as a single child by her parents, who forcing and moulding her to become the perfect academic person, earning lots and lots and lots of money, with no social life, with no friends, no fun, as that would all just distract her from success, and that's all they cared about. And it really shines through in her personality, where she denies having any sort of fun, where she denies herself having fun or being allowed to laugh or, have relationships with people, because that's not what she was taught to do by her parents. And she doesn't disobey her parents. The other character is Dia. She's one of the two characters who the plot revolves around, the other being Minso or Minseo. I don't actually know how to pronounce Korean names. I'm not experienced in that regard, so if I've butchered that pronunciation, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to call her Min, since everyone else in the game does. But Dia's outfit reflects her sporty, calmer, laid-back nature. She's a very nervous person, quiet kid, but she's very nice, very sweet, and is pleased by some of the simplest things. She wears a baseball cap and thermals, which show off her sporty nature, but over that she wears a hoodie, which shows off her more relaxed, laid-back nature. She also faces pressure from her family to succeed, but most of her success comes from sports, and specifically from baseball. She can run really far, and she actually does that to help her calm down, but her real passion lies in baseball, playing as the catcher. I only recently played the game and I still can't remember what the positions are called, even though they explain it. The person who wears all the gear and catches the ball behind the batter. That position. But even despite the fact that her success does come from more physical activities, her parents still pressure her to do well in actual studies. And this is all very evident from her character. She is South Indian, from Madras, I think it's called. The other girl is Min, and she comes from South Korea. She has a twin brother called Junso, and he is the main reason why she is very rebellious and doesn't really care as much about academic stuff as her peers. Her outfit is a lot more rebellious. Short hair she's cut herself, a quote-unquote tattoo of a dagger on her arm that she actually drew in with a Sharpie, a leather jacket with patches that are sewn onto it, as well as a high-voltage danger lightning bolt sign, ripped jeans and butterfly knives. Min is a very rebellious spirit. I think this is due to the fact that she was raised exactly like Noelle was. Her parents forcing her into all these outfits, forcing her to be successful, forcing her to be the perfect little girl, succeeding in everything, doing better than everyone else. The difference being, though, Min had a brother who was not forced to do these things, who was not forced to wear these outfits and wasn't pressured to be as successful, at least that we see. He's allowed to wear what he wants, he's allowed to play baseball, and he's allowed to have fun, whereas Min is forced into this more academic lifestyle. She's forced to wear skirts and dresses, have her hair long, whereas her brother isn't, and this angers her. And so she rebels. And I think that's the key difference between her and Noelle, is that Noelle had no mirror to look up against and say, that's unfair. They're making me do this, but not him. That's unfair. Whereas Min did. And the final character is Akasha. Whilst the other three were childhood friends, well, Noelle and Min were more childhood, I will kill you if you ever touch Dia, get away from her, I hate you, and what the hell are you doing? I was Dia's friend first, why are you biting me? Sort of relationship. Akasha came in much later, described by Dia as the person that you become friends with because you hang out with them so much. She's a meme lord, essentially. She wears those goofy alien glasses that everyone around 2016 wanted to wear because Filthy Frank had them. She treats everything like a big joke. She makes lots of jokes, lots of funny references, and there's never a serious moment with her. Her outfit is more flashy and flamboyant, pinning her perfectly out in a crowd and pointing the spotlight on her, which is what she wants. She wants to be noticed for being funny, she wants to be in the spotlight, she wants to be a comedic relief type person, class clown, and that is who she is. Their relationships all bounce off of each other in very interesting and sometimes unexpected ways, and very fun ones. Although the main plot revolves around Min and Dia meeting again after years of being separated, and realising that, yep, they're gay, and falling in love whilst they play baseball together, which is how they actually met, since Min had no idea that girls played or even liked baseball until she met Dia, and Dia being the same. They're very fun characters, and seeing how their relationship grows is also fun. The only real complaint I would have with the story is that at the end it feels a bit too rushing to the finish line. It doesn't take away from my enjoyment of the game at all, but it just does feel slightly rushed near the end. The game also has a lot of, being a visual novel, has a lot of interaction. You can go up to different things and interact with them, look at things, talk with different people, and have different social interactions with people depending on the options you choose. This doesn't heavily vary depending on which options you choose, although there is one option at the start of the game, quite unnoticeable, but it does play a big part in the later game, specifically the very end. And there's another interaction that you have at the start which does change things depending on what you choose. The game is short, fun, sweet, and free. The character art is amazing, the art style is amazing, and it is quite popular. Brianna Lei, who made the game, made one previous game called Pom Gets Wi-Fi, which was, as described by her, made to be the happiest, least scary game ever made on RPG Maker 2003. It got around 237 ratings, amassing to 5 stars. Her next game, which is Butterfly Soup, got 2,944 ratings, amassing to 5 stars yet again. The game just feels so natural and just made by like an actual normal person rather than a company or an entity. The characterization and writing is just so good I have to question if Brianna actually made these characters herself and just that good a writer, or if they're based off actual people that she knew and knows. I really like the music as well. It's a lot more chill, lo-fi music, no like huge banging tunes, no epic opening scores or anything, just calm music that you can really see yourself just listening to normally. The stakes are very low as well. Unlike games like, say, Life is Strange, there's no superpower plots, there's no town-ending tornadoes or whatever. It's just a small plot focusing on the characters as they fall in love and play baseball. A very sweet slice of life game that I would recommend to anyone. It's free to get, like I said, and the link of it is down in the description, along with my Patreon, where you can subscribe to get to talk to me directly for £2 a month, as well as my Twitch, where I may start live streaming soon. Apart from that, you know the deal, like, subscribe, blah blah blah. See you in the next video, hopefully, and love you guys.